Hello everyone, this is Sibarth. In this video, we'll discuss an editorial, the lessons from a spectrum of areas that was in news in the Hindu newspaper dated 26th December 2024. On this date, we marked the 20th anniversary of 2004 Indian Ocean, a catastrophe that claimed 2 lakh lives across 14 nations, with India being the hardest hit. So particularly in this editorial, they are trying to identify the lessons what we all must learn from the catastrophe to avoid such things in future natural disasters. And he tried to classify those lessons into 6 categories. We'll try to locate these 6 lessons in this editorial, but the main agenda of this video is that we'll try to identify keywords which we can use across the GS papers as well as in essay. You all must have observed in topper copies that how they use the keywords. So from this editorial we'll try to identify keywords, as well as I will make you recall similar keywords what you have learned from your GS papers. Okay, so let me identify those keywords first and then we will discuss one by one. The first keyword is global disaster. I will use yellow color highlighter for identifying keywords and we will stick to this colors. The reason is that color coding will help us make the note, make an organized note, as well as during the exam time it will help us easy identification of keywords and recalling the same thing. Okay, so the first keyword I identified is global disaster. Then the next one is what I see is vital buffers. Then stratified society. Then what I see is better of segments, ancillary activities, gender insensitive relief and rehabilitation, non-fishing jobs. I will tell you how we can use it, those keywords. Social divisions. Okay, this much keyword what I find here. Okay, so we'll use another highlighter, okay, green color highlighter, for identifying certain facts, figures, or something important which is worth reading again. Okay, if you revisit the editorial, something worth for rereading, then those will be highlighted in green color. Okay, so it is basic. You all know that the tsunami happened in 2004. So you have to remember the year 2004 tsunami, and nothing much to be highlighted in green color. But what I found is only this much, the author identifies 6 lessons. The first lesson is this one. Okay, this one is the first lesson where he emphasizes the importance of mangrove, and he identifies certain things that are the reasons for the destruction of mangroves. Why I am highlighting those reasons? You may find these reasons anywhere in the book, but this attracted me to highlight is that these are seems like practical reasons. Unless you are a person from belong to coastal area, you will never find these regions, or these regions will not come to your mind while you recall that why there is a destruction of coral reefs, why there is a destruction of mangroves. We used to mug up, but this reading from editorial or watching documentary videos will make you convince, or it will make you realize the real reasons, and those things will remember in your mind for longer. That's why editorial reading is important. Okay, so what he identified the reasons that Unfortunately the significant destruction of mangroves in India and other countries, the reasons are like promote shrimp farming. Okay, shrimp farming की वजह से मैंग्रोव की डिस्ट्रक्शन होता है. और क्या होता है ना, मीट बेसिक वुड्स एंड फ्यूल नीड्स. लोकल पीपुल for their basic needs they use mangroves, so that is also a reason for mangrove destruction. Also tourism, mangrove attracts tourists, but this tourism acts as a negative feedback for the like positive feedback for the destruction of the same thing. Okay, so these are the reasons, try to remember. Okay, so we'll talk about these keywords. For the word mangrove we can use alternatively coastal vegetation. Okay, coastal vegetation or green buffer. Okay, this is a metaphor, but you can use such keywords. Why I have identified this as a keyword, because see, we know public good. Okay, we all know public good. Similarly we know common good, yes or no? So if we apply at a global scale, what we say, this is global good. Okay, so keeping this global in the center, we can derive keywords like global good and global disaster. In future if you get anything related to global, we'll try to recall. Okay, so global disaster, this disaster is not limited to a particular nation, it is across the nation, so the term global disaster. Other keywords, similar keywords like you can use that transitional disaster. Okay, or catastrophic event, you can use similar keywords for global disaster. Next is your vital buffer. Vital buffer, as I said, you can say natural shield. Okay, mangrove is a natural plant, so natural shield, it helps in, or it gives us protection from natural disaster. Okay, so protective barrier, natural shield, vital buffers, these are similar keywords. Next keyword is your stratified society. So you heard about this word stratified in geography. Where? Try to recall. Suppose this is a volume of water. If you observe it from scientific point of view, so you will find that this is not only volume of water, but it is also stratified. Okay, stratified into layers. So if you move from the top to the bottom, there we will find that variation in temperature as well as in salinity. So this temperature and salinity variation makes this volume of water into different layers or stratified layers. So keeping stratified in the center, you can say one keyword is stratified layers, another one is stratified society. Okay, so what is stratified society? That society divided into layers based on class, caste. Okay, so this is your stratified society. Similar keywords for stratified society will be like your hierarchical society. Okay, segregated groups you can use. Next is your better off segments. You all heard about haves and have nots, isn't it? Haves and have nots. So for haves you can use similar keywords here, better off segments. Okay, what? Better off segments. Other similar keywords, privileged groups, affluent communities, affluent groups, privileged communities, you can alternatively use. Okay, next, ancillary activities. Ancillary is something secondary, so secondary jobs, supporting activities, these are the similar keywords for ancillary activities. Next, gender insensitive relief and rehabilitation. You heard about gender budgeting, yes or no? So similarly it is talking about gender insensitive. You can say gender insensitive budget, gender insensitive relief and rehabilitation. Okay, so budget must be gender sensitive, relief distribution must be gender sensitive. For gender insensitive key, if we keep this in the center, what are the other keywords uh, we can create? Like gender blind relief. Okay, so it is gender insensitive relief, we can say gender blind relief, gender blind budget. Okay, gender disparity, these are the similar keywords for gender insensitive. Okay, so next is non-fishing jobs. As you know that farming, non-farming, fishing, non-fishing. Okay, formal jobs, informal jobs. Okay, on this line, this is a keyword, non-fishing jobs. Non-fishing jobs like not related to directly related to fishing, but like ancillary activities like collecting shells. Okay, collecting pearls, running food stalls, social division. Okay, the last keyword, social division. What is social division? Like segmentation of society based on caste, ethnicity, isn't it? So for this, the similar keywords will be like social inequalities, segmented society. Okay, so in the future editorials also we'll try to find out such keywords, similar keywords, facts and figures. Okay, so thanks for this discussion. See you in the next editorial.